we think now, because of the national strategy of Kenya, now it is important to have training programs, human resource development for SMEs in regions in Kenya, not only in major cities such as Nairobi and Mombasa. We know that there are many SMEs also in the regions where you are located and working for them. While you're training SMEs, a lot of SMEs want to export. And in that respect, EPC is an ideal office for you to have some exposure to those SMEs who are exporting or who want to export. And EPC has about 10 sector champions depending on the sector. And they are providing counseling and consulting to them. Therefore, by attaching some KBD lecturers, you will be exposed. You have limited resources, so you need to have limited resources invested in selected areas. If the central government collects money and distributes them to all the people, you cannot create any value for the economic development. It is important to put your resources in selected areas so that you can make breakthrough. Now, because of the liberalization and deregulation, even the domestic market of Kenya can be Olympics. So SMEs now in Kenya should be able to participate in the Olympics, not just domestic competition, because the barriers are lower, information flows are borderless, and it is important for SMEs to realize that. And also you, KIBT lecturers, should be able to know this. So we need your feedback, whether we are addressing the right level of management skills. Now I think the economy of Kenya is now developing. Therefore, you can see a lot of people in the private sector, they are getting more money than the government officials. But before that, mostly in developing countries, government officials are better paid than those in the private sector. So we try to encourage you to make planning and also do training yourself rather than we do it. Actually, in 2007, only Japanese experts were providing training in trade training. But this time, mostly, I think, I'm not very sure, but 80% of the time, Kenyan professionals are providing training. And also in cluster training in Kariobangi and JICA, we did it already in total 3 times. We are going to do this again in JICA and Kariobangi next year, January or February. I think mostly, more than 80% of the time, professionals, I mean, not only professionals from outside, but also Kenya, KIBD trainers will provide training. Not only in Kenya, don't worry about this, not only in Kenya, also in Japan. Yeah? But in the private sector, you can change because you are advising SMEs. Yeah? Because you are advising a company which has only 20, maybe 30. The biggest case will be maybe up to 50. These are the definition of SMEs. But now I think because of the mission to India, I'm stressing so many times to Mr. Kirui and Permanent Secretary and other people that remuneration is the key to change the performance of the organizations. As a trainer, you provide training to a certain SME. He's the owner. And he starts a lot of money. But he is such an egoistic guy, and he takes all the profit in his pocket. Yeah? And the employees working under him are just subsistence level. You ask yourself, why are you doing this? Am I serving his ego? So you want to make the whole people, including the poor people in the regions, happier, wealthier, richer. But that's the objective. But in case of Kaizen, you're not dealing with that. But value management is dealing with that. How to fight ego.